All right, guys, welcome back. We are in week 10, year two, Army rebuild. We got Air Force coming this week. We absolutely destroyed Air Force last year, so I don't foresee it being much of a battle today. But nonetheless, we're on the road at Air Force after George Ibbara goes for 381 last week. We're seeing if we can. I feel like I tried. Going to try to get him the ball early on, but we'll see how that goes because we still got Randall Kidd. We got a really, really good team, and then Air Force runs the option, and they have a pocket passer at quarterback. So I don't think we're gonna have too many concerns with this team. I think it's gonna be a pretty easy game. One of those things where you can make some mistakes and still be okay with it. Um, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But let's get into this thing and let's see what the Air Force Falcons have to offer. Like I said, they actually have a packed stadium today. We are 3-4, 3-3 in conference. They are 2-6, 1-4 in conference. Obviously, we started off 1-4 before we got to play a game, so we're hoping to go on a nice little win streak here. Last year we got them 37-7, big win for us. But let's see what we can do this year. Of course, we got to start it off with a little bit of the option game. And George Ibarra, we got to get him out there early. He's starting to carry the ball like a loaf of bread, which I don't know if that's a thing that changed up at some point. Him going for 381, but here we are. The Randall Kidd, man, nice cut up field there. Beautiful play. And they got Kidd again on that toss, that rocket toss. When you get some speed, man, that really is a great play, especially when you can get outside the tackles like that. Again, Malik Autry got to show him, man. He just fought off a double team. Again, 5-star transfer commit, very big commit for us. Then we got Kidd on the option or on the outside again. Treston McMillan, our quarterback. I think we need a different quarterback. I'm not going to do any kind of changes this year, but he is somebody that fumbles the ball quite a bit and doesn't really have the option down, in my opinion. But after the first quarter, it's 0-0, but we are dominating these guys. Their offense is not much to contend with. So we're trying a lot of new things, trying some different stuff. We're trying to work in some new plays to our offense. Randall Kidd with a nice run there. And then, of course, got to go outside and hit up George Ibarra again. I just like showing the cuts, man. This guy is precise. He's a great running back for us. Then, of course, Kidd outside again. Like I said, we're running those outside plays because Air Force does not have the speed to stop us. So we're just trying to get out there and use our speed to our advantage. Then a beautiful play action here. And then I should have cut outside right there a little more, and I probably would have got a touchdown. But McMillan gets us down to the one, and then we get the toss play to Kidd for an outside touchdown, getting up 7-0. Late score here in the second quarter. It's only 7-0, but again, their offense is just not doing a lot, so we're not too concerned with how this is going to go. But check out this play though, beautiful, beautiful option play to Kidd. Nice cut up in there. Like I said, just showing off some of these guys' talent. I think it's But here's the problem I have. McMillan right there. That's the problem I have. He fumbles way too much, and we can't have that at our quarterback position because it's vital, especially once we go independent and play some of these better teams. But look at that behind the back throw to Kidd, and the Kid is going to take it to the house. Even the angle can't beat him. That's probably our play of the year so far. The behind the back pitch to Randall Kidd and a big touchdown there. That is going to be that's going down, man. I love that play. That was a great play. And then again, their offense is not doing. They're starting to throw the ball at the end of the half here, and this is pretty much the only touchdown or the only points they get is going to be this field goal right here. I haven't shut out a guy. I haven't shut out a team yet, so I'm actually a little disappointed in that. But nonetheless, we are going into halftime, 14-3. Again, this is not a challenging game. Air Force's offense is very inept on what they can do. So again, we're trying a lot of new things. So I'm trying to mix in new plays of our playbook, some pass plays, some screen plays, a lot more motion and option and whatnot to kind of open it up for when we do get into these better conferences and starting to do more. Memphis representing the American Conference with a big lead over at East Carolina. But yeah, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to try out some new plays here and just trying to work in different things. Because once we beat the American Conference, which I assume it's going to be very soon within the next year or two, then we're going to go on to Independence and we're going to be playing a lot of different players, a lot of different teams from bad conferences to really good conferences. So we got to make sure we're on point with that. But opening up the second half, definitely got to hit a bar outside again. This guy, look at that speed. He's going to be unbelievable for us, and just a freshman nonetheless. So I think he's going to be nothing but good down the line. But again, over pursued on the option there. They hit me up the middle with the fullback, but then they come back and of course that was Malik Autry picking up another fumble, 5-star transfer. I got to keep reiterating this guy was a monster for us so far this year. 2 tackles for loss, and a fumble recovery. But are you going to catch a bar on the outside? Big old stiff arm there. But then this play right here, definitely a little odd, but Ibarra makes a play of it. I was hoping to get a touchdown out of it to make it a little better highlight, but it is what it is. And then, kid, this is kind of a staple goal line play for us, is that rocket toss left. He seems to catch that corner every time and at least get us a good 3-4 yards, which is great on the goal line. And then, of course, you got to show some love to the Air Force fans and act like he's throwing the ball, but not. So, but then we're back on offense, and again, I got to show a little couple highlights of them. This is literally probably the longest play they had of the day. Run play, at least. I know they had a couple pass plays longer, but nothing crazy. We already got our backups in. It's the end of the third quarter. We wanted to get our guys some rest. Ibarra is our second running back, so he's still going to be in, but nonetheless, look at this cut up, and he's gone. There's no catch in George Ibbara. 95 speed. This guy is going to be a monster. And again, he's only a freshman, so he's got a lot of time left to develop and turn into a better running back. But right now, he is just killing it for us. But yeah, so backups are in. So we got Isaiah Marshall in. This is Warwick Sellers, another transfer pickup. Again, I'm finding now I might have paid a little too much money for some of my recruits and transfers, because they're not playing much, but they're making a lot of money just to sit on my bench. So I think that's going to cause a problem down the line unless we kind of fix it with some cutting and whatnot. But I think that's going to be a little bit of an issue for us down the line, is these guys that are making money sitting on our bench, and I think it's going to cut into a few other things. So I got to make sure I fix that after this season, or beyond that even, and watch who I'm really giving money to and whatnot. But of course, got to come back here, and then it's the end of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. I could have scored there, but for some reason I keep celebrating early. I got to stop doing that. Just get in. We kneeled the ball down, get out of this game. We try to show some respect to Air Force. Big 35-3 victory. This is one of those games where you're not too concerned with it. There's never concerned here. 13, 169 and 3 touchdowns for Kid. I think Ibarra had over 100 as well. He just didn't have as many touchdowns. But yeah, the Air Force is turning into one of those like gimme wins every year. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But yeah, let's see if we get any recruits out of this week. We got some. We had a couple guys visiting over the last couple weeks. We got a verbal from Lamar. As you're going to find out, I am grabbing as many raw strength, well-rounded offensive linemen as possible. Zambrano, hard commit, was a 3-star gem. I think that's going to be a good pickup for us down the line. But we're trying to pick up all these massive linemen. And that's as you're finding out what we're doing. It's all linemen, running backs, and defense. We're trying to avoid any other position, but we did get our 5-star running back verbal commit. Kegler is like an 89 speed, 87 acceleration. Santiago Emmanuel, he has a bunch of different positions he can play. They have him listed at running back. He's a 4-star verbal, but we'll see what we're going to end up doing with him. Gakwe, again, another center. You're seeing a trend here, man. We're really just trying to go for as many as possible. Walter Cormier, will linebacker, hoping he can turn into something good. And then Major Hurtado, the right edge rusher. That was a kind of a weak position for us right now, is that edge rusher. So yeah, like I said, we had to simulate the next week, and this is our last sim of the year. We beat Charlotte 17-7. Tiger Ryden was another transfer picked up, but he partially tore his ACL at the beginning of the season, so we haven't really got to see him yet. He came back for this game, 14-72 and 2 touchdowns. So we're going to put him at the fullback position and let God's power, take a seat for a little bit. So thank you guys, man, so much for watching. We are on to the next week. We are playing Georgia State. We are 5-4 on our way to a bowl game, hopefully. Trying to get to 8-4, possibly 9-4 with the bowl game win. So stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. And we will see you next time with making that option great again here at Army.